it was the police fault. Yeah, it was the police fault. And it's also important to remember that this was not a mistake. Police were designed to do exactly what they did. They were designed to do exactly what they did. And so we're not going to sit up and just say, let's tinker around the edges of policing, because policing is a murderous fucking system.
All right, guys, so we got to talk about some woke on woke controversy here, as once again, BLM, Black Lives Matter, has been accused of basically doing sketchy things with their money, okay? Another leader, the new leader of Black Lives Matter, is getting accused of stealing $10 million from the organization. And I want to talk about that, as these accusations are actually coming from other woke revolutionaries within the BLM global network, or the BLM cult, whatever you want to call it. But before I get into that, I just want to let you guys know, if you like my channel, you know, support my channel, you can check out some of my new merch, including my BLM shirt, Build Large Mansions, or my Donkey Pox shirt, the disease that's affecting America, or my patriotic hashtag no days off / hard work t-shirts, or my MAGA Hub shirts. I have plenty of cool shirts you can check out at my website, gforemanbcp.com. Get 20% off using discount code gforemanbcp. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll a clip to remind you guys of how past leaders of Black Lives Matter have been accused of basically stealing money from the organization to enrich themselves and their family members. Take a look.
Lives Matter, the organization, is facing backlash after tax documents show how the nonprofit is spending its donations. And it goes well beyond the millions of dollars on mansions that we already knew about. The organization's filing for fiscal year 2020 to 2021 reveal nearly $1 million went to the father of co-founder Patrisse Cullors. Her brother was also paid $840,000 for security for the group, even though he had zero law enforcement experience. But just $200,000 was given to the Trayvon Martin Foundation. Just last month, Cullors had this to say about tax filings after the organization's purchase of a $6 million Los Angeles mansion was exposed. Watch.
I actually did not know what 990s were before all of this happened. Something's being weaponized against us that many people don't even know and honestly don't care about. It is such a trip now to hear the word, the term 990s. I'm like, ugh, it's like triggering.
Yeah, so there's a new leader of Black Lives Matter, and they're basically getting accused of the same thing that Patrisse Cullors got accused of. And the irony here, guys, is that they're not being accused of this from the white supremacists, okay, or the right-wing media, like Patrisse Cullors claims is the only people that are, you know, questioning BLM and their finances and whether or not she used the funds to enrich herself personally. No. They're actually being accused of stealing money from the woke revolutionaries within Black Lives Matter, which again is the irony here. So let's actually read about this, because it seems like everybody that becomes a leader of this organization seems to enrich themselves and, you know, make a whole lot of money off of it, right? Which to me is contrary to their Marxist / communist stated ideology. So without further ado, let's read about this. A lawsuit filed on behalf of 26 grassroots Black Lives Matter chapters last week alleged that the leader of the national organization siphoned $10 million in charitable contributions to pay for his own personal expenses. Black Lives Matter Grassroots, a nonprofit that serves as the umbrella group for local BLM chapters nationwide, claimed in the lawsuit filed in Los Angeles County Superior Court that Shalomyah Bowers, the leader of Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation, defrauded the local chapters for unjust enrichment and used their funds as his personal piggy bank. Okay, so BLM Grassroots, I believe they formed their own group, umbrella group, because they were getting finessed by Black Lives Matter Global National Foundation. I think that's what it stands for, right? Global Network Foundation, okay? That is the big BLM group, right? And BLM, I guess the grassroots chapters are like, okay, we're not getting money from them. Basically, we need to come together and form our own kind of BLM organization to make money off of, right? So now they're suing the bigger, larger, original BLM organization because allegedly the leader siphoned off money for his own personal enrichment. And so that's what they're doing now. So let's read about this. BLMGNF, which received more than $90 million in the wake of George Floyd's death in 2020, represents the national BLM movement. Bowers, described as, quote, a rogue administrator and middleman turned usurper, led the foundation to be investigated by the Internal Revenue Service and blazed a path of irreparable harm to BLM in less than 18 months, according to the suit. While BLM leaders and movement workers were on the street risking their lives, Mr. Bauer remained in his cushy offices, devising a scheme of fraud and misrepresentation to break the implied, in fact, contract between donors and BLM. Wow. So these chapters are accusing this guy of stealing money, saying that you've harmed BLM, which means you harmed them because basically BLM, right? There's a fight for ownership of that phrase, right? Who is the real BLM? Will the real BLM please stand up? Okay, and the chapters are trying to essentially take down the larger organization because they're the ones that want the money. And I think that this is what this is about. This is a part of a larger scheme to become the real BLM. No, we're the real BLM. Because remember, the National Foundation wasn't supporting the chapters like they were supposed to support the chapters, right? They were at odds with the chapters. So the chapters said, you know what, F it, we're going to form our own BLM, and we're going to take down the National Foundation, which has been the main BLM organization that's been getting all the money. Melina Abdullah, the director of BLMGR and a co-founder of the Los Angeles chapter, said at a recent press conference that, quote, the assets that we built, the financial resources, the social media platforms, and the name Black Lives Matter has been taken from us and under control of consultant. Yeah, and this woman right here is super woke, okay? I did a story about her in which I believe that she basically accused the university that she works for of racism because she got kicked out of a debate after she didn't pay a ticket to go to the debate, okay? And so, again, this is woke on woke violence here, okay? Woke on woke conflict. BLMGNF's board of directors denied allegations in a lengthy statement posted to their website Thursday. Quote, Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation is here to give light and fight for black liberation. The statement said, in part, make no mistake, the allegations of Melina Abdullah and BLM Grassroots are false. They are slanders and devoid of reality. Bowers and his group went on to scold those who are suing him, accusing them of falling victim to carceral logic and social violence that fuels the legal system. So yeah, now they are accusing their critics of violence, even though these people are BLM. Their critics are woke BLM supporters. They have the same Marxist communist ideology, and they're accusing them of violence. Again, I'm telling you, these people can't take criticism. Any criticism of them is violence because they don't want criticism. They don't think that you can criticize them, right? Again, this is evidence and proof. Let's read more here because you know what's coming next. You know what's coming next. White supremacy! All right. They would rather take the same steps of our white oppressors and utilize the criminal legal system, which is propped up by white supremacy, the same system they want to dismantle to solve movement disputes, they said. Ding, 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 ding. Here we go. Essentially accusing woke revolutionaries who simply are saying, look, you guys are stealing money from the organization, right? They get called out and say, no. You guys are just like white supremacists, right? You're just like white supremacists for criticizing me. Only a white supremacist would criticize us, okay? Again, this is why the term white supremacist, the label white supremacist has become so empty. It simply means anybody that disagrees with the left. Anybody that disagrees with me is a white supremacist. That's all it is, right? Even if it's people on the left. You're a white supremacist if you disagree with these people allegedly stealing money from this chapter. Bowers is a close associate of BLM co-founder Patrisse Cullors, who resigned from Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation in May 2021 after allegations she misused millions of dollars in donation money. Disclosures found that the foundation paid $6 million for a Los Angeles compound in 2020. BLMGNF received backlash following the purchase, including from some of the organization's supporters. Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation also dished out $2.1 million to Bowers' firm, Bowers Consulting, between July 2020 and July 2021, according to tax forms the BLMGNF provided to the Associated Press. So this guy essentially is being accused of doing the exact same thing that Patrisse Cullors was doing, essentially siphoning off millions of dollars from the organization to their own consulting firm. Again, and it's no coincidence. I mean, she taught him how to finesse, right? After she got paid, after she got, her money, and she decided to retire and go live in a nice, cushy little house or whatever in some white neighborhoods, she taught him, okay, this is how you finesse the game, right? You come in here, you start your own consulting firm, a firm that would get no business unless you were actually leading Black Lives Matter, because nobody else would actually hire them to consult them on anything. You pay them millions of dollars as if they're established, reputable consulting firms, right? You do that and then you cash out, right? You cash out. You hope that nobody sues you. You hope that you come away unscathed, right? Again, this organization was a giant Ponzi scheme, okay? That's what it seems like from the allegations here, okay? Allegedly a Ponzi scheme, because I gotta be careful. You gotta be careful with making these type of allegations. Allegedly, they're a Ponzi scheme. Okay, and these guys, the people that are running this organization, are crooks. They take turns robbing people of their donations that are supposed to go to the black community, right? Supposed to go to fight against injustice, I'm just saying, these people are in it for the money, okay? They're just making money. I'm just saying, these people at their core are capitalists posing as Marxists, fooling people into thinking that they're trying to help so-called people of color, when again they're really just trying to get rich, cash out, and then go live their lives in luxury in the shadows, right? That's what the plan is here. And this guy is getting sued before he can pull off the finesse. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a black conservative perspective. Peace.